Hello, my peeps. I think you're there. I just realized that my picture is missing. Figure out why that's not there. And it's back. Move my paper out of the way. I decided to come on a couple minutes early with the hopes that by the time I had to start, I would actually see my comments. And look at that. There they are. Except for my camera is frozen. And this is how I was telling to see if you could see me moving back and forth. All righty then. Look at that, 7 o'clock. I gotta tell you, for the last few days, and I was trying to think, I like a cleanse day on a Sunday, and I drink 3 smoothies during the day, and then I have a big supper. Well, a normal supper, but like, sort of, it's like meat and potatoes kind of supper. And I was thinking about it this weekend. Is it because of like, if I make the smoothies are thick sometimes, and you could water them down, but I'm like, I'll just wait for them to melt, and then I'm too impatient to wait. So sometimes it's like some pretty good suction trying to drink these smoothies, but my ears keep popping, and like right now, it's the same thing. Everything is echoing in my head. Everything sounds incredibly loud. Like when you're on a plane and your ears get that. That's what I got going on right now. Very weird. But I'm trying to figure out, does it have anything to do with the smoothies? Is it like, excessive straw use? Yeah, these are the things I think about. Okay. There we go. I got everything set up. I'll give everybody a minute to get on. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hi, everyone. Tracey here. Stampin' Up Demonstrator, neighborhood paper pusher. I've been having so much fun today. Let me just tell you. So I was hoping these would be here. They were scheduled to be here Tuesday, today. And they arrived yesterday. And I was like, this is awesome. And I haven't even looked at them. All I did was one of these packages. Not actually, well, maybe it was the other one. Yeah. So whatever this one is, what's this one? Thank you. Oh, perfect. Perfect order. Okay, so the one birthday kit had cellophane on it. And this is the weirdest thing. So this one did not come with cellophane and has a label on the back. This one was wrapped in cellophane, no label. I don't know why. Actually, I think I do know why. Just a minute. The rattle gave it away. Yep. Because this one has a stamp set and ink spot in it, and they're loose on top of the cellophane paper. And this one just has cellophane stuff inside. That's the difference. Look at me go. Anyways, so I took the cellophane off just because it's a bit of a pain in the butt while I'm trying to do this. And then I set them on the floor, and then I looked at the other stuff. And I have so many fun toys lately. Like all my stuff from the 7th of January, I still haven't finished playing with it. There's still lots of fun stuff to do there. My dies came in that I ordered. Oh, I have good ideas for cards with these, but I have the cutest idea that I want to see if I can make work for a Valentine treat holder using these. So that's coming up. I haven't had enough time. I've been busy. I haven't enough time to play. I made another seagull card. Got a couple more swaps in, but those I'll wait and post those all together. And then my one other bundle that came, that's everything got like pushed off to the side so I could play with this bundle. If you remember last year, how obsessed I was with the Bee bundle. What was the one last year called? Bee by Valentine. This was the one from last year with the punch. Right. And I just adore this. It had great paper, great colors. It was the cutest thing. I made Bee everything, treat holders and fancy cards and stuff. We had a whole class on it. Loved it. Well, now there's a new one called Meant to Be that's in the scrapbooking. Sorry for a minute there, my mind total blank in the scrapbooking brochure. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, because the other one carried over, so it's still current. And I could not wait to play. So I did have a little bit of a play today. And my mind is just, like I said, it's buzzing with ideas. I can't wait. You got to get a few things out of the way first, though. Okay, so Hearts of Elegance. Just a minute here with these boxes here. At the best of times, it's my camera has to be close enough to be able to be useful, but then I can't see much. So this is Hearts of Elegance. This is our Sunday craft afternoon, and we're making. Forgot to bring the basket down. We are making one of these cards. Now, this is, you say one of these cards, and I showed you two. I'm just showing you different sentiments, but also this paper is fantastic. One side of it is kind of more subtle patterned sides, and the other side, although I have a bunch of stuff in front of it here, you'll get a better view in a minute, is this marbled side with all this pretty gold running through it. So we have lots of fun there, but that's one of the cards. This is, again, just another kind of variation on them. I couldn't decide between the two colors, and I thought, I'm just going to cut a bunch of pieces of each. You can make whichever one you want. So that's two cards. And then the third card is this fancy fold. Well, that sits like this. Can I make it without falling? Yeah. There's still room to write on it. So that's it. So we're making 3 cards. And then these are the gift bags. I have a basket in my hand. Just to move that over there so I can. Oh, all of a sudden it's all shadows. Let's see, I have bee stuff all over my desk, so I have to be careful. So then we have one little gift bag. I have them flat in my basket, so I need 2 hands to get them open. And there is 2 big gift bags. So we have 2 gift bags. Okay, so those are the 5 projects we're making. We're making 2 bags. They fold flat for when you're not using them, and 3 cards. So one of those ones, either one of these 2, and either one of these 2. So I had the deadline on here as the 15th of January. Because if you want to take advantage of one of the product included options, which is the best option, because if you're getting the product anyways, you get your classes pretty cheap because it's mostly about the product. But if so, I need to know by tomorrow so I can order the stuff so it's here in time, because everything's busy and shipping is what it is. And so I want to make sure that it's here in time for the class. I need more people for this class. I got a couple, but I need 4 or I'm paying for the room. And I did that. Well, I've done that for years, but this is the year I've decided. It's not me paying for the rooms. The $30 option is still there. And so I'm going to extend this for a little bit. If you want the product and you order it next week and you say, yes, I'm coming, then you're still good, but maybe your stuff gets here in time, maybe it doesn't. You might have to pick up your stuff afterwards. So if you are planning to come to this class, please let me know. Hearts of Elegance, 2nd of February, Sunday afternoon at the community center. This one is going gangbusters. This one is at the Foxwell Canteen, which I went yesterday to I have to go back tomorrow because I forgot a few signs and stuff. So I'll do a live from there tomorrow, but a short little live from there tomorrow. It's newly, they've done some new stuff. There's all this amazingly beautiful woodwork in there now. She's got a whole bakery counter, all these teas and lattes, and and when I went in yesterday, it smelled like, I should have asked her. I didn't even ask her what kind of soup she was making. It smelled so good. I ended up having a sandwich and a smoothie, but instead of the soup, but it just smells so good in there. Anyway, so yeah, Foxwell Canteen. This one's coming up at the end of the month. You have a bit longer to register for that one because I already have all the supplies. We're just using what I have. I did do, and this will be in my next newsletter. This is the first 6 months of the year. This goes up till June. So I've got my regular Saturdays plus all the craft afternoons, and I have a rough idea kind of what we're using, but there's new products coming out, so I'm not 100% set on them, but we're doing love themed stuff for February. We're using the birthday set for March. We'll do something that could be used for Mother's Day, but is not exclusive to that for April. And then something Father's Day-ish, but not doesn't have to be for May. June, I couldn't decide, so I put a cookie because, hey, I was making snacks and I was stamping our one stamp that has this cookie on it that's almost identical to this. And so when I saw it in the graphics, I was like, oh my God, that's cute. Because I haven't put everything away. See, so you see this cookie, right? And before you cut it out, our cookie actually or like our stamp actually has the crumbs if you don't cut it out. So anyways, so we'll be doing something in June, but there's a bunch of products coming up between now and then, so not 100% sure. And then, yep, I went down today and I booked the room and everything, and the 14th of June is going to be our retired product sale. So 6 or 7 vendors. I'm just about to put the vendor call out. It goes past vendors, people on the waiting list, new vendors. So if you are a demo and you are interested, you feel free to email me or message me. But I got a system, and we'll be going through that system to see who gets the spots. But anyways, yeah. So this will be in my next newsletter, so you can do all the save the dates. Let's see. I'm whipping through this stuff because I want to get to the playing. let's face it. I just want to play today, and then I want to get back to playing with my bees. Again, Celebration. So even if you already have Celebration or you bought one of these prepaid codes before, you can buy the code now, wait till your other one runs out, and then add the new one in. So if you get into the habit, this is what I do. Every January, I buy a new one. Actually, I think the one year I bought it in February. Celebration only runs January, February. So it's got to be one of those 2 months. But so I get to the habit, though. I buy mine in January. And then I just reap all the rewards. I get all of this free stuff. Believe me, I do it. And I have the extra $25 on, and I get this. And I maximize the free stuff that I get. And then because if I've skipped any months, which I don't think I did, I rarely, like I think we're coming up on 14 years, 12 years maybe. No, it's 2003. Okay, so it's coming up on 12 years. I think in the 12 years, I maybe have skipped 2 kits. I've got every other kit. I love the kits. I love what they're doing with them. And oh my goodness, they're so good now. I've seen the sneak peeks or parts of sneak peeks of like January, February, March kits. They're awesome. The March kit is going to go gangbusters. You want to get this now just so you have a subscription in, so you get first dibs on the March kit, because I won't be surprised if the March kit sells out before the subscription period is over. The demo, we got to see that there was a sunflower kit. It was in the summer. It was like, I think it was an August kit. I want to say 2 years ago. They're likening this one to that. And the March kit, March is the anniversary month for Paper Pumpkin. So you get like a great kit with a stamp set and all the good stuff. And this one has daisies and bees. And I put the dies away, but that's the little 3-pack of dies. You can see there's, oh, I didn't even think of those dies. Oh my goodness, that just added a whole other element. Because there's a little die in there that makes the little hive stuff. Oh goodness, I'm off and running again. Brain, wee, buzzing. Anyways, there's that. Plus, because it's March, there's actually a whole other stamp set in there. And the box is decorative, and I've seen a picture of the box. I posted on one of the things. Oh, it's going to be an awesome kit. The February one's really cute. The February one is kind of more garden springy themed. The envelopes, instead of being just your traditional envelopes, are more like seed packets. There's oh, it's so cute. Anyway, so yeah, Paper Pumpkin. I highly recommend it. But yeah, just get in the habit. Do this once a year. If you can swing it, do the full year. If not, either one of these other 2, 3 months and 6 months options, they'll also get you a bunch of free stuff. Go for the free stuff. That's what I'm saying. Go for the free stuff. Speaking of free stuff, the other thing during Celebration is the join offer. So this is on the second last page of the Celebration brochure, I think. I have my bee thing all ready to go too. Just going to show you the brochure. This is just a page out of it because it made it easier. So yeah, in the little Celebration brochure, and I posted today a link to the video that Stampin' made, because I can show you the stuff in the pictures, and I showed you some cards, and I showed you some of the products because I have a lot of them, but I don't have all of them. But they go and they show every product and a couple things with it, and they hold it up, and so it's a really good way to look at these in person. But yeah, I think it is the second last. Look at that. But it's right in the back of the catalog. But yeah, the starter kit is always the best deal, right? $165 worth of stuff for $135, no shipping or tax. So $165. I'm going to put this down for a second. So even if you just ordered $165 worth of stuff, I have to find my calculator. There we go. Huge. Oh, everybody's messaging me. There we go. 165 times 1.11 because you're paying for the shipping. Oops, I did this. This is my new. I'm not used to fancy computers. I gotta hit equals or it screws it up. Times GST, which is 5% because we're here in Alberta. So to get $165 worth of stuff, normally would cost you $192.31 because you're paying shipping and tax on it. So $135, no shipping, no tax. I mean, that's always a good deal. But now they've added it so you can get either $206 worth of stuff, which means you can buy the big cut and emboss machine, which is $177, and $177 with shipping and tax is like $210. I think it comes out to just under $210. So you can do that. So you could get the cut and emboss machine and another 30 something dollars worth of product. Still $135, no shipping, no tax. Or you can pick $165 worth of stuff, get this stamp set, and pick 2 sets of markers. These markers are, like the stamp set and the markers, $129 extra. And if you're getting them, like, I mean, this is a great way to get a lot of product. So yeah, the joint offer is just awesome. If you want to get the big cut and emboss machine, this is the best time to do it. There's no strings attached, no nothing. You get the offer, it's awesome. You make your own orders or you don't. You log into the demo website or you don't. You sell to your friends and family and you find customers or you don't. It really doesn't matter. Just get the deal. So if there's questions about that, let me know. But that was the businessy stuff. I mean, I don't mind the businessy stuff. I'd rather play. But the businessy stuff is generally, here's all the good deals for you. And I feel like I got to tell you about them all because they're all great deals. And I don't want you to not know about all the great deals. And if there's a way to get free stuff, or there's a way to not pay shipping or not pay tax, I will tell you, because those are my favorite things. I have to show this. I was going to post a picture of it, but the picture doesn't do it justice. So this is a birthday card that I received in the mail from the lovely Jen. And look at this fun card. Look at it. And I can tell by looking at it, she used 2 card bases. 2 of these. I don't know if she knows my 2 favorite flowers, poppies and daisies. I love this pattern. There was a smaller version of it on the DSP. I can't remember which DSP it's called. Anyways, I absolutely love it. Love it. But look at this fun fold. I also like things that I can do this with. And I did, when I pulled it out of the mail, I was like, whoa, whoa, for quite a while. So beautiful card, Jen. Thank you very much. And I love it. And we'll be casing this at some point. So you guys can all have this much fun. With your card too. But yeah, just to take a picture like this, it does not do justice to the fun that a fun fold is. I gotta find some put stuff. Okay. You know, who is that? What movie is that? Joe Pesci. Okay. Anyway, I think that's oh, I can't remember the name of it now. Anyways, it's funny reference. So yeah, I'm gonna do, I think maybe next time, maybe next week, because Lord knows I'm gonna be playing with this a lot. I have so many things that I have to do, but I just want to play. And I really just want to play with bees again. I really got to get around to doing the scrapbooking stuff. I don't scrapbook in that way, like the traditional make a 12 by 12, put it in a binder scrapbook. I do like some of the bigger stuff. I make 12 by 12 like wall pictures, wall art. I want to do a 12 by 12 calendar class where each month we make a couple pages of the calendar. By December, you have next year's calendar with all these like great. So I've been exploring the scrapbook stuff, but I can tell you, even if you do not scrapbook, you should check out the products in the scrapbooking line, because I have ideas for cards, treat holders, as well as wall art and calendars. And some of the stuff in here is just awesome. So this is just I printed on my printer. For some reason, everything is printed really pale in this one, but there's no actual brochure for this. They call it that. It's a digital PDF, which I can send you the link or hook you up with. You can go to the online store and you can just find it in there. The next catalog that comes out is the annual catalog in May, because Stampin' Up just decided to expand their scrapbook line. I don't know, I think it's March of last year. It took some time. Their catalogs are done 2 years ahead of time. So it took some time to get the line built and things figured out. And I will tell you, I don't even know totally a lot about it, but I will tell you that getting all the extra actual like scrapbook, like book things, like flip flaps. I never knew what flip flops were. And so I thought I'm gonna order one package because I got to figure out what flip flops are. And I mean, I know in theory what they are. These are the cutest little things I've ever seen. So, but they're little things so you can add to pages, like little books, and they have the little slot in them. So you can slide stuff in. So these are the 3x3 ones. I think there's 4x4 and 6x6, I want to say. There's different sizes of them. So you could make little like memory books. Oh my God, but aren't these not the cutest little things? I digress. So yeah, there's so many cool things in here. And they keep adding to it. By the time May gets around, they will have the binders. I don't think the binders are ready this time. I think it was just the pages. It's the binders, and then I think they're going to come up with some big kits. Yeah, no, it was just the pages this time. They're right at the back. So they'll have the binders ready. And then the whole scrapbook line will actually show up in the catalogs. It'll be in the annual catalog. And then I think this plan is still to be twice a year. So when the mini comes out and when the Christmas catalog comes out in September, I think those are the two times. And they like add new kits to the scrapbook line or new two-tone cardstock or whatever. It'll be in the minis and the annual catalog. So this is the last time it's actually like a brochure. But anyways, in here, as I'm flipping through this thing, there's all these different things. So I see, and they're all good. I don't mean to minimize the other ones. I'm really excited about one. So yeah, there's some new two-tone colors. I got a whole thing planned for two-tone cardstock to show you some ideas there. So Wildflower Celebrations, which was my favorite set in the mini. There's a matching kit. Oops, I got a 2-page spread. Then the Storybook Life. This is like the Beatrix Potter and all the gardening stuff that's just so cute in the mini. There's some coordinating products there. And then I flip to Meant to Be. And as soon as I see this, I'm like, oh my God, it's so cute. It's like the bee from last year. Well, what it is, they've taken the paper and they've recolored it. So instead of being, I think last year's was Poppy Parade, or it might have been Real Red, and all these other colors, it's now got Petunia Pop. So it's got this pretty purple color. But they've sort of repatterned it. So the paper was so awesome. So now it's new. There's a sticker sheet. And then there's this bundle, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So I looked at this and I was just like, oh my goodness, I am instantly taken by it. But I wasn't planning to scrapbook. So this time I didn't get the scrapbook kit per se. I got the paper and I got the one with the sticker sheet just because I was like, let's see. And then I got this bundle. And this is what I knew, right? And this did not occur to me. This is a 12 by 12 piece of paper. It didn't really put much thought into what this meant. I can look at something and if I had to recreate it, I could, right? I look at it and I'm like, okay, I can figure out sizes based on, but I was just so taken by, oh my God, look how cute it is, that I didn't really put that much thought in. I'm like, oh, look at all these great dyes and all these things. And I thought, I wonder if this coordinates with the old set. And instantly I'm just like, I'm getting it. Okay, so remember, 12 by 12. Here's the funniest part though. So I get this, I grab my other set because one of the biggest questions, I've seen it in a lot of places. I haven't actually seen an answer yet, and it came up in our team meeting and stuff like that. Do the sets coordinate? Like the punch that came with this one, can you use it with the new stuff? And I thought, well, like just looking at it, I'm like, well, I think maybe for one of the bees you could, but these are 2 different size bees, so it's obviously not going to work for both of them. No. So I get this, right? And the text is a little bit, it's the same kind of font, but these sentiments are bigger. This one is definitely bigger because you're using this for scrapbooking in theory. You'll notice here on the bottom of the little thing, and it probably says that in the book if I had looked, images at 85%, which means the stuff on the front cover is smaller than it is in reality, so they can fit it all on the front cover. So first thing I open up is the stamp, or is the die set. And I looked at these things and I was like, holy cow, look at the size of these. But if you think about it, if you're looking at that 12 by 12 page and there's only a few of them that run across it, yes, the minute I saw that they were this size, boom, treat holder. I'll show you that in a minute. Oh, I loved it. But yeah, like this Love This Life stamps is like, it's bigger. Let me just grab a card front. Okay, so this is the standard card front. Oops. So yeah, this just to give you an idea. Oops. But I think this sentiment, which you can't really see because it's clear, but if you put like, I don't know, a really cute something or another on here and put this love this life, what a great anniversary card, right? I think. Or you could just give it to, I don't know, your kids, your family, I don't know, somebody. Seems like a great idea to tell somebody you love your life. Okay, so it is bigger than normal. So then, of course, the next thing I had to do was make 3 Bs so I could compare them. So I'm going to try to do this. Okay, so the other thing that right off the bat, you'll notice is, so the Bs, they have the antenna, they have the different wings on this one. So here's the comparison for those that were wondering. And I did these just so I could remember which ones were which. In the new set, you have a big B. Oh, I just flipped the antennas onto the floor. And you have a little B. Sorry, I flipped one of the, I might have flipped it right into the garbage can though. I think I flipped one of the new antenna, but that's okay because I got a spare one of those. Okay, so there is the 2 of the newbies. And then just for contrast, I did this one. This is the one that comes out of the punch. So what actually happens is this B fits right in the middle of these 2 size-wise. So if we layer them on top, you will see, if I get them, and they are quite evenly smaller than the other. Oh, just a minute, I got to get my handy dandy piece of cardboard so I can put it close enough up. So you can see, there we go. The 2 yellow are the new ones, and the white one is the punch in the middle. If I could hold this still. So, oh, there we go. So yeah, basically the punched B fits right in the middle of the other 2. Might as well just leave that out because I'll probably use it many times. So there's my 2 Bs there. The other difference, big difference, is on the B punch, you have, oops, got shine. Here, let's just flip it over. So this punches out the bee's body. It also makes a cute talk bubble. Then we have a heart where you can punch out a heart, but the heart also punches out the wings. And then you have this little heart, which makes the little heart, but it also punches out antenna. But you can see the antenna are just kind of like a heart. Okay, so that's those pieces. So with the new dies, you get a little bit finer, right? Because it takes the middle part out, so you get finer wings. And because you have 2 sizes, like with the old one, some of the projects I was making last time, because like a bee doesn't have 1 wing, a bee has 2 wings. So I had made where I would do 2 of these punched out ones. I have another one somewhere, but I don't actually know where. I had some leftover pieces somewhere. So I would just put 2 of the same size on it. But with this one, you can actually put like 1 of each behind it. And then it looks a bit more like, you know, the close wing and the far wing. But, or you put 2 of the same size. But yeah, they're a little bit finer, these wings. And the die that cuts out, and I will tell you, I stamped and cut 4 of these, which is a good thing I have extras. The one that cuts out the antenna cuts it out a little more detailed. It lines up perfectly. You put the die over top of the stamped image, and there's 2 holes where you can see the 2 black, like the end of the antennae. And then there's a hole down here where as long as you can see both the lines, and it cut every one of the 4 antennas out perfectly. And you get 2 of them, so you can cut 2 at a time, but it cut out so well. So then this one is just a bit finer going in. I can tell you that the antenna, while not exactly the same, here, let me get my piece of cardboard again. They're about the same size, right? Like one kind of covers the other one. They're just slightly different. This one has a little bit bigger antenna on it, which is funny when I show you the faces. And this one is a little more even. This one is more, one's really curved and one's not. So I think you could use either antenna for all 3 Bs and it would work just beautifully. I think you could use these wings are not so different that I think if you wanted to use these ones with this size, you could, right? Like I think there's a fair bit of mix and match going on here if you wanted to. But yeah, the big question was the size and what matched. And so, yeah, now we know we now have 3 sizes of bees. We have Papa, Mama, Baby, right? Just like the Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. So the other thing that I noticed about the faces, I thought, let me see, I can cover this up so I can hold it better. I thought, oh, does it have some of the same faces? So the only one that repeats is this guy here. Okay. So in the new set compared to the old set, though, the eyes are smaller, right? This one has a bit bigger eyes. This one has a little bit smaller eyes. And then this one has 2 new faces. And this one has, this is the little winky face that I love so much. This is Angry Bee. And this is, I don't know, Happy Content Bee. So, and this one looks different to me. This one has like higher arching eyes, right? So they cut it to me, give 2 different looks. Anyways, so you have different looks and they're all about the same size. So again, the faces I think are interchangeable. And then yeah, there's different flowers, and this is what the die from the March paper pumpkin add-ons look like. So I'm very excited to use that. So anyways, I think these sets definitely could be used together to do fun things if you wanted to. Okay. So, oops, French fries. That was because I was playing with the seagull set before I was playing with the bees. Yeah, so I have a lot of ideas for the whole bee thing that we'll get to. Here's the other thing I was going to show you. I think you could make a cool picture of your whole family or group of girlfriends or your Stampin team or group at work or whatever, and you can label it Our Hive. So these are in the new meant to be dies. When you just look at them like this, they're a little hard to read. But there's the black cuts out the fine line, which adhesive sheet is your friend. And then it's got the backgrounds. And I just kept them in bee colors. You could do different colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of the hexagon dies. I cut number 2 and number 3. Number 3, I'm going to show you some stuff in a minute, but is, well, there's the coolest things I was not expecting when I cut these dies. Try to pick one up without getting everything. So going back to my sample card base, oops. So this is die number 3. So die number 3, you could for sure, like, still fits on a card, right? Die number 4 is gonna fit, but it's gonna fill your card base. That doesn't mean you can't use it, or you couldn't cut it in half or do cool thing or have it half off. But for sure, the smaller ones you can use them on cards. They are big, but you can use them on cards. The interesting part, though, which I did not realize, and this is what I do when I get a new die set, right? I start cutting things out just to see what they look like. So when you cut these out, it actually gives you, and when, of course, as soon as you look at it, or as soon as it happens, and I go look at the die a little closer and go, oh yeah, you can totally see that. Okay, anyways, it gives you this little ring, which I now have all tied into one big knot here. So yeah, it cuts out the inside of the die, and then the outside, which you can see like cut, makes you these little things, which you could very easily put these across. Does anybody remember spirograph? That's totally what I thought of. I was just throwing them all in a pile. Totally spirograph. Oh, there we go. But you could have, I don't have a 12 by 12 sheet in front of me, do I? No. Oh, wait a minute. I can cheat. Okay, so here's this, this paper. Here, I'll show you real quick. Now I'm going to flip it over. I'm never going to have time for the kits. I have so much other fun stuff, but look at this paper. Oh, I just love it. Okay, so this is the 12 by 12 piece of paper. But if you imagine, like, even just having these strung across instead of the solid ones, or you could do 2 tones where you have the solid, but I mean, the ideas, right? Oh, so much fun. Or just pile them up like I did and then just have your spirograph memories. Okay. Yeah, I really am going to get to the kits. Obviously, I'm not going to put all the kits together because that just ain't going to happen. I think these little guys, I have that idea for a card. I just didn't have time to finish it. I made a whole bunch of those. So I wanted to show you though, because I was showing you all the pieces. But so here's my parade of bees. So that's what they look like finished. If you go with just the like using all the pieces. So this one, like I said, these ones are less detailed than these ones. But even if you did it that way, I think it would be fine. But I think you could switch out either set of wings and antenna for that middle guy, and you'd have your whole little family. And then this one, because I wanted to show you that. I didn't quite finish. He's not stuck down. Just a minute. I need to take a picture before I take the sticky things off this. Sorry, I should have done that before, but it wasn't. So here's what here's I need some help though, because I'm getting my ever so adorable little treat holder made, and I like to be thematic. Okay, so it's a bee treat holder. That means I need to have some kind of honey flavored, and I could not think of. So what popped into my head was like the honey sticks you put in tea, or baklava, which is like soaked in honey. These are the things I can think of, and I'm like, well, that's not going to help me with my treat holder. But I need something. I need to figure out what to put in it. I could make it a different shape. Oh, sorry. Ta-da! Look at how cute this is. It's funny because what it's got in it right now are these delicious limoncello candies, which I think actually have the alcohol in them because they're tasty, but they're strong. I put them in just because they're yellow, but they're also all sticking out all over, which I think is kind of funny. But look how cute this turned out. But I need a honey themed treat to put in it. So I made this my usual when I just starting things because I had no idea what I was putting in it, right? So I have like the 3/4 inch gap, which lets you put lots of things, and I can put some of these cookies in, and these are things that I was working on that I still have in the corner of my desk. I might be able to get one of these little like hot coffee packs. I could certainly get like a lemon stick, not a lemon stick, a honey stick, a tea bag, and a little Biscoff in here. I could certainly do that. And this is done with the middle size of the dies. I could make them so the box stuck out more like this, and I could put the little jars of honey in, but not everybody likes honey. So I was trying to figure out, is there a treat out there? Is there like honey flavored candies? Is there honey flavored something that I'm missing? I think when I think of honey too, I think when you're sick, there's like the honey lozenges, and neocitrin tastes like honey, but that's not, I don't know that that's necessarily, or either that or I have to change my sentiment because it says you're as sweet as honey. But oh my God, I love this thing. So being the hoarder that I am, which in theory, or not in theory, but in reality, are all crafters hoarders to a certain point where you just can't part with certain things just in case. So this is basic. This is the number 4 die. This is what I did. But I still have this embossing folder, the Hive, the 3D Hive embossing folder. So what I did was I cut 3 of the same size out, and then I glued this on because once you emboss it, it gets a little softy and it tends to curl. So I did it like this so I could glue this one down to the front, and then I had the back piece. So I could make this, as wide or whatever as I needed to. But yeah, if you happen to keep the Hive, that's going to come in quite handy now too. Anyways, this bee just makes me smile. These flowers make me smile. I like the leaves, the way the dies cut them out. So happy. This sentiment came from the older set, but they're just so adorable. And this set is still available. The original set and punch, that Be My Valentine. Will it carry forward again? I don't know, but it's adorable. So get it while you can. Get it during celebration. You get free stuff. Anyways, yes, I just absolutely love this. But if you have any ideas on honey flavored treats, let me know. Okay, I got to stop talking about bees, and I got to get to the kits. There's my other seagull card that's in progress that I never finished. Okay, because there's life and house and groceries and kid and school and all these things to do. Not enough time to play. Okay, what did I say this kit was called? This kit is Thank You Kindly. Thank you kindly. So this is the one. Sorry, I can't pick my piece of paper up. This is the paper that I did. That it does not look like there's anything in it, except for a couple black boxes. because the photo that was in the online store, because that's the kits come out in the online store. Oh my goodness, there's like watercolor texture. Oh, this is going to be so pretty. We don't, it's not in a brochure or anything, it's just those pictures, and so they're meant to show well on the store, but they don't print well. Okay, so anyways, yes, this kit, because there's not a stamp set in it, this is so affordable. $20 shipping and tax, plus shipping and tax. We'll move that out of the way. Oh, I love watercolor paper. I love the look of watercolor paper. Okay, so we've got our adhesives. Look at this. I don't know if it'll show on the camera. Oh yeah, there we go, a little bit. Just love the way watercolor paper looks and feels. Okay, so I have 3 little pieces. I guess I should do this. Oh, those are backgrounds. Okay. Okay. Oh, even the envelopes are like watercolor. Oh, there we go. With this gold embossing. Oh, look at that. So pretty. I knew that I'm not even a gold fan generally, but oh my God, these are nice. And they all say thank you. Various, like merci, merci beaucoup, badant, vielen Dank. I think, is this Dutch and this German? I think maybe. Thank you in English. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you could make all 8 cards in each language. There's 8 of each language. Having the extra languages. Oh, and I know a lot of English speaking people, because we have 2 national languages in Canada, who maybe they don't speak fluent French, but they speak enough French to know what merci or merci beaucoup means. So you could even, give those to, you give them to people like my dad, who used to think he could speak French and try all the time, bless him, even though, no. So we got some circles. I have no idea what's going with which card. We got some die cuts. Here, I should start making a plan so I can, at least these cards I want to put together. The other ones I have a feeling will be easier to show you without actually putting them together. But this one, I think, in order to see the beauty that is these cards, I need to put it together and hold it up to the camera, because I said it does not photograph well. So what time? I got 20 minutes. Let's see how fast we can go. Okay, so this is this card. I think I've got to the card bases yet. No, I have not. Oh, that's okay. We have that piece. So that's one set of cards. There's the card bases. Oh, yes. Oh, they're nice. These are good, like thick, watercolory thickness paper. Oh, really good. Okay, there's 2 card bases. Move that down. And then, oh my goodness. I'm thinking these are layered, right? But when you take all these pieces and you layer them on top of each other, you're building this big flower. One is a flower and one has these leaves on it. Oh my goodness, these are pretty. Oh, look at that. And then, like I said, I think crafters just by nature don't throw anything away. Get little tissue paper that you can use in future crafting. I think that's it. Yeah, those are just more of the die cuts, which I do not want to destroy by manhandling too much. And then one of these gets us, well, I don't know where I have 2 circles. That's what I can't figure out. I can't see the one circle in the picture. Oh, I had a feeling it went there. I just can't see it. So this one goes with the leaves. It gets 2 circles. And the other one gets the square. Okay. I don't like when stuff gets bent. I don't like when book pages get bent or papers get bent. I don't like when bread gets squished. I'm very particular about things. Some may say I'm a bit of a weirdo, but that's okay. I embrace my weird. I have never tried to be normal. I am okay with being a weirdo. All right. Let's go with the flower first, because now I'm curious. Okay, so we have the envelope. I don't need that quite yet. Oh, this paper. These card bases are super nice, and I don't know if it's just me. No, I think I'm not imagining it. I'm going to be very careful with the emboss or the burnishing. They have a bit of a, I don't know if I'll ever be able to show, they seem to have a bit of a shine to them. Nope, it's not going to show up though. Okay, so we have this. And we have this piece. See, they have, everything is flat. Well, you know me, I try to show you what like the meant to be card is supposed to look like, but I love my I love my dimensionals. Okay, so this is the idea. So we're gonna put this, I just have to figure out what I'm gonna dimensional because I'm just gonna go a little bit rogue. So what we have is the idea is you put this down, and then we put our leaves down, and then we put the base of the flower down, and then we put the center of the flower down, and it builds. It's so pretty, you guys. Oh, let's see if I can do it without dropping it. Oh, it's so pretty. See, I want to put dimensionals between each layer, but I don't think that will actually help me because I think it gets a bit too big. Now these are like die cut and there's little spaces in them. So I have to be strategic with the tape. And because I don't want to cover any of the holes, or not too many of the holes anyways. But I'm going to put a little bit, I think I'm going to just raise the flower, the little card that's on the base. There's nothing wrong with it being completely flat. And I know people who do not like dimensionals, and so they will make theirs as flat as they can. I am not that person. Nope, I changed my mind. I'm putting dimensionals on the back of the flower because I want to. So we're going to do that with these guys. This kit is just gorgeous. This flower, I can't wait to see the leaves. So now I have my flower, which, like I said, I put a little extra in there. And then, so there is adhesives in the kit, but because I rambled so long, and for the sake of speed, I'm just using my own adhesives that are already open and that I can go faster with. So we're just going to center that. I like this. It's just a bit of texture and a little bit of extra something there. And oh, it looks so pretty. Stick this in the back here. I'm thinking now, like they just have it sitting like quite square, but I'm thinking I'm going to tilt it a little bit so that I don't cover up too much of it when I put my thank you on here. So we have thank you, like in two different, oops, I'll turn that in two different fonts. Oh, gold embossed on black. How pretty is that? And I don't know if it's because it's the gold paper, but sometimes I notice these little nibs a little bit, like where they connect in the die cut. And so if you hold your scissors perfectly parallel, or like parallel to the ground, right? Straight on the ground, no turning one way or the other, perfectly straight, level to the ground, and you just kind of run along the side, you can trim that off without making a big gouge in the side of it. Because I've done that before too. Now, because I popped this guy up, I only need a dimensional on one end. If I put a dimensional on both ends, it's going to stand out. But if you were doing this card as they told you to, and this was completely flat, then you would put two dimensionals on here. I'm just going to put one, and I'm going to put a little bit of tape on the other one. And then, oh yeah, see, I'm trying not to cover too much of it. You know what I realize now, though? And because this paper has a bit of a texture, I think I can get away with this. The way I did it, I thought I was being so clever. This probably should be tear and tape too, but I'll fix that later. I was thinking I was being so clever, but then I cover all the leaves up. I don't want to cover the leaves up either. There we go. Oh my God, you guys. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at this card. And it shines. And it doesn't have all the like ribbons and gems, and it is just like stunning pretty. Oh, okay. Seriously, I really got to move it. The other one I might just have to, I'll show you the components I might go a couple minutes over, but I'll show you the components. And then, no, turning it the wrong way. Actually, I could probably do it however I want, but, and then I'll make all the samples up and just take a picture of the sample afterwards, so you don't have to sit there forever. Or I'll just keep going, and anybody who leaves early can just come back later for the pictures. So this is the idea on this one. We're going to do the same thing with this one. Yeah, in the picture I can only see one circle, but it just gives it kind of a textured background. It's like putting an embossed layer on. And should I have checked a bit about the size of the leaf? Probably. And then the leaf, which would normally go flat, I'm going to pop up. I think I've mentioned this before, but this is where it particularly comes in handy. So this is one of the big sheets. But as soon as I start taking dimensionals off a sheet, I go around and I trim the edges. So you can see here where I have like trimmed in between all these pieces on either side. So these ones give me these cool corner pieces, and these ones give me little skinny pieces, which is coming in quite handy because what I need right now is these little skinny pieces. So instead of having to cut like the whole ones in half, I just pre-cut the edges. But this way, by using the skinny pieces, I can avoid putting a dimensional right in one of those nice little die cut areas. I feel like I think I might want, I don't think I need them on the very bottom because the sentiment's going to be down there somewhere, but there we go. I think I might have been crooked on that one. Yes, I was. It's hanging over the edge of the leaf a little bit. Yeah, this paper, this nice little texture on this paper, making it so that it's coming off pretty well. Oops, except for I ripped the thing. The part that I'm trying to get off, the part that's hanging over, is the part that is still stuck to the piece I'm trying to get off. Everything else came but the piece that was bothering me. There we go. Ooh, I'm rushing now, so I keep sticking everything to my hand for some reason. I'm pulling off both ends of this one at the same time. It's not helping me. There we go. That's okay because they were about to come off anyways. Oh my goodness. So these cards, if you weren't me trying to do it live, and these cards would go together quite quickly, and they are so pretty. So I know Danke schön is a version of the German thank you. So I'm thinking vielen Dank must be like thank you very much or something like that. So if anybody watching speaks German, I'd be curious to know. Merci, merci beaucoup. Voilà. I'm just going to go. This is less. So we have the flower and the scrolly thank you. And I think the idea is for the leaf, which is a little less feminine. If I don't know, I hate to categorize things that way. Because I can tell you as a forestry girl, I'll take a leaf over a flower any day. But yeah, so this is a little bit, and I would take this font over the scrolly font any day too. Where am I putting that? I just need just the very bottom of this piece, because otherwise it's not going to be touching anything. But I think that's the idea, is you put the little bit straighter edge with the leaf and a little bit more scrolly with the flower, and you got a couple different styles going on. Oh, these cards are so nice. Look at that. It's just all shimmery and pretty. So yeah, half of these lines that you're seeing are gold embossed, and half of the lines are like die cut. There's a hole there. And oh my God, they're just so pretty. Oh, those are pretty. Okay, so that is thank you kindly. Yep, thank you kindly. It is $20 plus shipping and tax. Available now. Sound like a salesman all of a sudden. Oh, I'll take pictures later. Those cards are so incredibly pretty. That kit is, now that people are going to start seeing samples and stuff, that kit's going to sell out because that kit is a pretty. Okay, so this one has As Your Afternoon. We'll get to the other piece. This one is called Brightest Birthday. So I'm going to show you the components of the two kits. So that anybody that has to go at 8, I'm not holding you up. And then I'll put the samples together afterwards. Or at least some of them, but because one of the questions that came, I'm so full of answers tonight. I'm so full of something. One of the other questions that came out because you can only see so much on the screen, right? And I noticed that these do coordinate, but that was one of the big questions was, do they coordinate? And so I could see from the initial pictures that yes, they're similar colors and they're similar imagery. I gotta tell you, squirrel, I love these little embellishments. They are awesome. Why you get two and only one, I don't know. But these are awesome. And that's the block that comes with it. We have some more adhesives. I put the other adhesives away. Just one second. I'm trying to keep everything together. So creating too much of a mess here. So yeah, there's candles and stuff, but the question is just how much do these coordinate? And the other thing that was asked was the size of the gift bags, which I will be able to tell you shortly. I could tell from the measurements, but I think it's easier to visualize. Okay, so look at that. Fancy envelopes. And then we have card bases. I guess I should take this piece out. I'm just winging it here as I'm trying to figure things out. So here's the stamp set that comes with it. That's the one we have there, but it's just easier to see on that piece of paper. This set, because of the stamp set, that was this one, which is $32 plus shipping and tax. And then the other one is also another $20 ones. Okay. So then we have the cards. So the stripy base goes with this guy. The blue base goes with this guy. And the yellow base, oh, look at that. We got metallics. Goes with this guy. This one goes with that. These ones go between here, obviously. So these guys get the banner. I'm totally, oh, you know what? I'm like, I don't see anything on the balloons. The card with the balloons, I don't actually see a label. But I don't think it actually has a label. Because this guy with the metallics, our little copper metallic, actually gets 2 labels. Here. But this guy gets lots of little balloons. Oh, and presents. Yeah, I don't actually think there's a sentiment label there. So this one makes 3 different color balloons. Yes. Find all the little strings. Oh my goodness, look at this big. But we have an ice cream place in town called the Ice Hut. And it has great ice cream. I'm completely drawing a blank on the brand. It's an Alberta company, but I'm completely drawing the blank. Okay, this one has a sticker, so I'm leaving it on for now. And she has gluten-free waffle cones. So as a gluten-free person, you just sort of make do. And yeah, fine, you put your ice cream in a bowl. It's still ice cream. But to be able to have like a waffle cone, or she has the regular cones too that are gluten-free. It's so exciting. I actually had ice cream for the first time in, I don't know, 20 years in a cone and not just in a cup. So it was very exciting. Okay, so these are going to make some very cool cards, which I'm going to get to here in a minute. But the next kit that I'm going to show you, just so we can see the coordination. Oh, look at this. This one has some nice, it's not just chunks of ribbon. They actually have, oh, I wish I could remember the name. It's probably a Trivial Pursuit question. I used to know what these little plastic things on the end are called. Some guy's a gajillionaire right now for inventing those things. But see, we can see the candles again. Oh, I see one that looks like big flowers. Bows. Oh my goodness, this is a nice set. So again, we have some more adhesive and some orange and white baker's twine. at this. This is a hefty pile of stuff. Oh, see, and you know what? Funny enough, I somehow figured I was going to be like, because when you make gift bags out of DSP, if you want a bigger one, you have to cut your two pieces and then glue them together. I somehow figured we were like constructing them from scratch, but they are put together for us. So yeah, so we have candles. So you know what the funny part of this is? I kind of like it. This color is the color of this card with the stars, but the candles are from this card. So we've got a little mixing and matching going. Okay, so this is hard to show you. That is the wrong box. So this is one of our kit boxes. So most of our kits come in a standard size. There's the odd one, including the one the bags came in, that is not a standard size. And our paper pumpkin kits and stuff. So it is like this one is just fitting in here, but I could just about fit. It would be a little tight there. It's just not quite wide enough to put two of these boxes in. But if you look at it like this, try to picture, oops, I'll put that back on screen there. Try to picture two of our boxes stacked together and this much sticking out. So this is, I don't know, 2 inches? Oh, 2 inches sticking out. That's how, I can't get the whole thing to fit on screen. That's how big these bags are. So these bags are a good size. So there's one with, and so they have the little, like I said, the little white handles. Oh, that's awesome. I have so much stuff on my desk. I'm running out of places to put all the bits and pieces. Okay, so there's one bag. This bag is this color blue, but has stars on it. So there's two of each of the bags. Here, I'm going to just fold this down. I will finish them up and take all the pictures afterwards. There we go. And then, oh, I might have to do one of these though. There's two, oh, there's two. There's two each of the gift holders. These look like fire hydrants. Okay, yes, I was a firefighter. These look like fire hydrants to me. Oh, these are going to come together so fun. Look at this. I don't actually know where those go. I'm looking at the pictures and I don't see it. But look at these nice big letters. The one thing I was going to note, and I don't know why, translation, something, who knows, English, French, German. There's no Dutch in this kit. It said it on the, I know where these go. I figured it out. It said it on the information online, but not everybody. Sometimes you just look at the picture and then you just go, oh my God, and you order like I do. But I was reading it afterwards when I was making the posters up. And yeah, there is no Dutch in this set. Just so you know. Okay, I'm just going to keep one of these. And these are what I thought were flowers, are cute little bows. I'll pop one of these out because I'm going to give you an idea. I'm pretty sure, I will actually open the instructions here in a second, but I'm pretty sure that these little cards go inside. So you can put a gift card in, but it gives you a little something to write on inside as well. I can't wait to see how these all come together. Oh my goodness, they're awesome. And then there's all these tags, which is what I could see. So keeping with the coordination theme, we got the foil paper going again. And then these are the tags for the two bags. So one is the ice cream cone, which goes with the ice cream cone. And one is this star, which is going to punch out the center punches out, I should say. So these aren't actually the tags. These are decorations on the tags on the bag. So then you get this little hollow metallic. Oh, look at that shine to go with one of these bags. So there you go. The coordination. So they're not exactly the same, but they just have a lot of matching elements and matching colors. So yes, they most definitely coordinate with each other. And then this one actually also has a tag, and that's what where did my instructions go? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. That's what the orange twine is for tying this little tag on, or any of the little tags onto the other pieces. And I honestly do not know where I set the orange twine right now. I think it's in the bottom of the box. Yes, it is. Okay, so from the looks of it though, I'm now actually going to open this to make sure I can see, I can tell by looking at it. At least it seems to me like I know what I'm doing. They're just so adorable. I'm trying to figure out if that. Oh my God, this is genius. Okay, so as suspected, Stampin' Up is just, they really are. They got their project and all the people that design all these things, they're just so clever. So yeah, we're going to throw in a gift card, right? But you can put this little thing here, which you could write on the back of. And then we're going to fold it up and we're going to tuck it down like this so it looks like a present. Oh, it's clever. It's clever. I don't actually think that needs to be glued, but let me just see if you're supposed to. No, because it only came with tear and tape, and that would be extreme. Oh, but it does show that they glued that little celebrate card in. It does show in the instructions to to put it like this and to glue it down. But I think if you leave it loose, then you can write on it. Okay, so we have that. We'll just do that so it quits popping on me. And then I just need to, because I need two hands because I don't want to rip anything because they are just too cute for words. But we just want to pop all these little bits out. So instead of looking like a flower, it looks more like a bow. And this piece, you can't see it, I'm sure, as I'm flipping it around everywhere, but this piece is scored and cut in a couple places. Oh, goodness, this is clever. Clever, clever, clever. So we are going to thank you, all of you guys who are holding in there after 8 o'clock with me. I will just show you this and then I will sign off and put everything else together. Okay, so it's scored in the middle. And then it has two cuts in these bows. Just a second. I just need to pop this little piece out of the middle because again, I do not want to rip anything. I should not be talking with the cap in my mouth. But I currently have so much stuff on my desk. If I set it down, I may never find it again. So just like, you know, I don't know, paper dolls or whatever, these two pieces hook into each other. So we wrap it around our present. And we hook these together. Oops, except for my present came out from underneath them. There we go. So here's what I suggest. Hold everything together in one hand and just move one piece. You don't need to, I'm moving both pieces and it's just causing me grief. And there's enough slack in here that it's you don't have to worry about ripping or bending or what am I doing in here? Oh, these are genius. These are genius. Look at this. Oh my God, these are adorable. So there's your gift card holder. I want to fluff this out. Look at that. And then we've got another little tag that goes on here and the orange twine that I put somewhere to tie it on with. These are adorable. And the other one is the stripe. So we've got the two bags and then we got the two. So you got 4 bags, 2 different styles, 4 gift card holders, 2 different styles. This is awesome. And this kit is $20 plus shipping and tax for all of that. And these genius little fasteners. Oops, see, that's another thing thrown on the floor because I don't want to run over it with my chair, so I'm picking it up. I have a hardwood floor. That means it's hard to pick up things off the wood floor. That's what that stands for. I have to slide it over till I hit a joint and then I can get because I just cut my fingernails. You see, I don't like to have fingernails. Oh my goodness. This is these sets are they're knocking them out of the park tonight, man. Woo! Purdy. Okay. I'm gonna finish up this and clean up my mess. I have the foggiest idea what I did papers. Don't forget there's 2 classes to register for. The one on the 25th, the Get Together here in town, or the second. The late. We're using for the 2nd of February, Hearts of Elegance. This is where, if you, again, I don't know where I put anything. This is where I got my seagull card seemed to be quite popular. When I saw the seagull, I'm like, mine, mine, mine. And then I thought, oh my God, Valentine's, be mine, mine, mine. That's where this came from. So this is where I got that from, be mine. These are just great imagery. All the projects, I used everything from this set. But look at these dies. You want some heart dies? And this one has little, like, what is it? 4 rows. 4 rows of stitching. This one is like fancy stitching. This one has some. These are just awesome dies. And I know it's been a while since we had a really good set of heart-shaped dies, like these nice big dies. So, and then as you can tell, I've used the stamp set a fair bit already. So yeah, if you want either one of these or some of that fantastic marble paper, which is on low inventory, by the way, let me know soon, please. And I will post little pictures of all these projects afterwards. Okay, in all fairness, the projects might not get posted till tomorrow, but I will try to, I will finish them tonight because now I just want to play. I'm gonna go make myself a tea, come back and play and put everything together. While I talk, I'm gonna cheat at look at the instructions and see how long they think this piece of twine needs to be, so I don't waste all the orange twine, because I do not actually have orange twine. Where's my little, it's not telling me. Well, I guess I'm just making about whatever, I can make it whatever I want. Yeah, I'll have a newsletter out at the end of the week as well, and I'll post all the other stuff. And yes, if you are a vendor interested in doing the retired product sale, stay tuned because I should have those emails out tomorrow. I'm going to the theater tomorrow, going to see Beetlejuice. It's the first show of the season. We've had to wait, I think, since last March. There's a huge gap between the 2 seasons this time. And it has been a very long wait, but tomorrow is Beetlejuice. I'm quite excited to go see that. Yeah, it's a busy week, that's all I'm saying. But I will have a newsletter out probably on Friday. See, that's how that goes. And with all the comings and goings and all the 6 months of save the dates and stuff like that. And I will post a picture of my cutesy little bee thing too. So thank you everybody for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. And all of you guys watching the rewind. I should mention that because I get a lot of people who watch the replay. I called it a rewind, didn't I? Be kind, rewind. Everybody watching the replay, thank you very much. Oh, that just gave me an idea. I'm gonna write that down before I forget that idea. One of mankind's greatest inventions, sticky notes. Replay prize for next Tuesday. I have an extra prize I didn't use. Guess who's getting it next week? You guys. Okay, thanks everybody. I'm gonna go back to playing. I'm having so much fun. I hope you are having fun as well. And I hope I'll see you at one of these upcoming classes, because as much fun as I have tonight doing it like this, I love to do this in person and hang out with you guys. So I hope to see you soon. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.